In today's video, we're going to learn how we can create a navbar in our website. That we're going to create a menu on our website. So for us to be able to move around our website, we have to create a navigation that will help us move from the different pages that we'll have on our pages. So we can move from the home page to the about us page to the contact us page, and every pages that we have on our website. We're going to be able to move from each of these websites with the aid of a navigation. So for us to have a navigation, we have to create what is known as the menu. So we're going to create a menu on this video. So we learned in our previous episodes how to create a sub page on our website and how we can link these different pages to each other. So while we're linking them, we'll have to have a navigation, more like a direction that will help us move about on each of these pages. So for us to do that, we're going to create the menu. So for us to create a menu, we're going to creating using what is known as another list. So we're going to create another list, and we can create that by writing UL. So like I said earlier, the code editor that I'm using highlights and he helps me complete the code. So I can just start by writing the beginning of the code and it highlights it, and then I can just tap and it completes the code without me writing it. So I have a complete code already, so I'll just tap, and then inside this another list, we're going to have a bunch of list items. So we're going to create a list item by typing li, and then again I tap and we'll have the complete code. So inside this list item, I'm going to have a link. So I'm just going to create an anchor tag here by typing A, and again I enter and it completes the code for me. So we have the another list here, we have the list item, and we have the anchor tag that have a hyperreference. So this attribute is where we impute the link of each of these pages. So right here I'm going to type in the names of the different pages. So I'll just go here, home, and then I can just copy this and then I can paste it down 3 more times or so. So just paste, I'll paste 3 more times. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm going to change the names. So I'll go here, contact us, and then here I can just go about us, and here I can just go by our team, and then we'll have all these. So I'll just go ahead and save this right here, and then I can go back to our style sheet. So on our style sheet we have just an empty sheet right here. So for us to start creating, I'll go back to my home page, and then in the body tag I'm going to put this inside a navbar. So I'm just going to create a div tag that I'm going to use. So when you're creating code, it doesn't matter if you use uppercase or lowercase, it does not have any effect. So in this div tag I'm just going to create a class, and then I'm going to give it a name navbar, that's navigation bar, so I'll just give it a nav bar, and then I can just close it. I'll copy this, and because I want to wrap it around the whole list that will have, so I'm just going to paste it here, and then I will just save. So we have all these to be inside the nav bar, so I'll go to my style sheet here. Okay, before we continue styling, I'll just go to our browser so we'll check what we have. Okay, so this is what we have on our browser right here. We have the home, contact us, about us, our team. So that's what we have. So I'll go back to my index page, and then inside the hyperreference I'm going to add the links. So I'll just create the links for all this. I'll add them. So for the home page, I'm going to add index this, and for the contact I'm going to add contact.html. For the about us, I'm going to add about.html. I've not created the page for our team, so I'll just add the hash, the equivalent to the link, since we've not created a link yet. So I can now go to my style sheet here. So I'm just going to start by, first of all, I'm going to start by styling the navbar, class navbar, calibres. I can enter. So I'm just going to give this a width of, I'm going to give this a width of 1400 pixel, and then I'm going to give it a background color. I'm going to give this a background color of dark ash. Yeah. And then I'm going to give it a height of 75 pixel, and then I will just save this. So the next thing I want to do is to start styling. So I will start by styling each of these. I'm going to style the another list, I'm going to style the list item, and then the anchor, that's the link on the website. So I'll just come down here and style the another list. So calibres, then I'll copy this, and then I'm going to paste it down, Ctrl V, and then I'm going to space and then type in the list item, and then come down and paste again, and then space list item, space the anchor tag. So that is how we're going to style. So if we start styling, every style that I'm going to, every code that I'm going to put in this be for every, the styling is going to be for every of the elements that we'll have on the nav bar. So for this one, every styling that we're going to have here is going to be for each of these list item. Then for this is going to be for individual tests that we'll have on the website, the home, about us, our team, and the rest that we'll have on our website. So going back to our website, so we can see here, I'm just going to remove this for now so we can see what we have. I'm going to remove this, and then I'll save and go back to our browser. Okay, so this is what we have here. This bulletproof that we have here is what I want to remove first. So I'll go back to our style sheet, and then I will go right here, and then I'm going to go by list style. I'm just going to give it none, and then I will save. So you close your code by a semicolon in your CSS file. So I'll go back to our browser, and then we can see that the bullet proofs are gone. I want to remove the text decoration. You see each of these text has an underline. It is underlined, so I'm just going to remove that by going here. I'm going to go by text decoration. So text decoration, I'm just going to give it none, and then I'm going to save, and then I can go back to our page, and then the text decoration is gone. So that is that for that. The next thing I want to do is to go to my another list and list item, and then I'm going to make a float, and then I'm going to give it float. I'm going to give it left, float left. So I'll just save this, and then we can see how the effect. So this is the float that we'll have here. This is our float. So we'll go back to our browser, and then I'm going to give it a display. I want this to be displayed. I'm going to give it display. I'm going to give it inline block here, and then I'll just save this, and I'm going to give it a line height of 10 pixel. Okay, then I'll go here. I want to give it a margin left. I'm going to give it a margin of 70 pixel. I'll just save this, and then I can go here, and here I'm going to add text. I'm going to add color. I'm going to give this white. I'm just going to type white, and then I'm going to give it font family, area. Since I've not installed any font, I'm going to give it a font size of 22 pixel, and then I'm going to give it a display to be block. And then I'll give it a padding of 20 pixel. I'll just save this, and then we can go back to our browser to check what we have. Okay, the text color that we have is white, so it's not going to show. So I'll just go up to the nav bar here and paste the code, and then save, and then I can go back to my browser, and here is our navigation. So this is what we have as our navigation. So I'll just go back to mine, and then I can reduce the font size to, I can make it 18 pixel, and then I can save. So this is what we have. I'll go back. I'm going to give this a padding top. padding top. I'm going to give this a 30 pixel, and then I'm going to save this, and then we can go back to our browser. So this is what we have. The next thing I want to do here on our, I'm just going to create a hover effect for this. So I'm just going to copy this, copy the whole of this, copy this, and then I'll paste this, and then I'm going to remove everything here, and then I'm going to go here. I'm going column space column, anchor column, and we have hover. So I'm just going to give it color. I'm going to give it orange. So I'll just save this. So I'll go back to our browser, and this will have a hover effect. So when I take my cursor to each of these items, it changes. So I can just click on the contact us page, and we'll have a contact us page right here. So I can just go back. So this is how we can create a menu for our website, and it helps us to navigate around our website.